If you are a leader, there is something you keep hearing over and over and over again, and that is this big monster called delegate. You have to delegate, you have to delegate, and it is key. And but the trouble is, I think most leaders delegate tasks and not thinking. So you delegate something to someone and you hope and expect and pray and keep your fingers crossed that they will make the right decision, or they will, the output will be in line with what you want it to be. But how about you start delegating thinking, how you think? And this is not to produce clones, no, because clones are not helpful. But this is to help your team to make decisions through your lenses. How do you do this? I can give you three quick examples. You can explain to your team very clearly, what do we prioritize? So that when they are making decisions, they have this at the back of their mind. An example, you can say, in this company, we prioritize speedy learning over perfection. You sometimes walk into a company and everything is slow because no one wants to move until they have everything perfect. Until the leader clarifies and says, guys, we prioritize speedy learning over perfection. Just that shift is able to help the team to make decisions that go faster and they improve along the way. You can also say, for example, we prioritize customer satisfaction over internal conflict, over internal convenience. And the team will know that when they are making decisions, they have to ask themselves, does this improve customer satisfaction? It might require a bit more work, but if it improves customer satisfaction, we will do it. If you help the team to understand that, decisions will go much faster in that regard. Then you can help the team to understand, number one, what do we prioritize? Number two, what do we protect? What is non-negotiable, even under pressure? And you can give them an example, for example, of team culture. Team culture is non-negotiable, even under pressure. The last quarter of the year is usually busy for most organizations, and there's a temptation to push people beyond their limit because it's a busy season. As a leader, it's your place to clarify that we do not sacrifice people to meet goals. And so people take their rest as they should. And someone will think work will slow down. But surprisingly, people deliver less quality and are less efficient when they are tired. But when they take their breaks, people come back refreshed, they come back energized with new perspective, and work moves even faster. So if you arm your team with that mindset of we do not sacrifice team culture for output, even under pressure, then that is helpful when they are making certain decisions. Do we push? Do we pause? Do we continue? Do we stop? That helps them. You could help them as well when you're talking about what do we protect. You could say we protect brand reputation. We protect the reputation of our brand. If there are clients who someone brings a big deal to us and we realize we are not able to deliver within the time they say we should deliver, it is better to walk away from that deal. It might look like lost revenue, but long time, you're building your reputation. And there are people that will come to you because they know those people, when they take on your work, they will deliver. So you are helping your team to know that, what clients do we take? What client do we not take? Based on, are we able? Will this work protect our brand? Will this work tarnish our brand? So you're not delegating just tasks, but you're delegating thinking ability as well. You could also delegate to your team. You've delegated, what do you prioritize? What do you protect? What do we walk away from? So that your team also is able to make decisions with that mindset. You could say we walk away from misaligned clients. I once worked with a law firm. I am a lawyer by profession. And I worked with a law firm, and there was a client that came, and he was a good client. He had a bit of money, but he was shouting at everyone, the junior, the associate counsel, at the clerks. The managing partner called him and said, this is your file. This is the money you paid. Please leave our office. That way, the client, the other leaders know, if a client is misaligned with the culture, with the principles of this work, then we do not take that client. So you are helping them, you're arming them with that kind of thinking. You could also say, we walk away from short-term gains if they distract us from the long-term focus. There are many trends that come along the way. This is good. This is wonderful. But if you prepare your team to know if it takes us away from the core of what we are building, we will not take it. Again, it might seem short term that you're missing out on revenue. But what you're doing is that you're building for the long haul, and the team is gaining stability, it's gaining expertise instead of being pulled in every direction. So the next time they have to make a decision, they will ask themselves, is this for short gain or is this part of our long-term focus? This is what good delegation is like. It's not just delegating tasks, it is also delegating thinking. You arm your team and you can sit comfortably and know I've given them wonderful parameters and they will make the best decisions. If the team knows that they can make decisions that are different from yours, but they are within the parameter, they align with everything, they will be empowered and work will be better. Thank you.